Hey guys, it's me, Gabriel, coming to you with that morning boost. Yeah, so we're gonna be probably sticking with this for some time now, the YouTube format, which is good because I haven't done these in a hot minute. I've been doing a lot of Facebook Live videos, but this will be good for posterity purposes, being able to chronicle these. So the spirituality ain't going nowhere. We just shaking things up a little bit. But the the blessings of temptation. The blessing of temptation. That might seem like, what? That seems weird. Like, why would you think being tempted is a blessing? So, don't have me be misunderstood in the sense that I'm saying that what you're being tempted by is good. It's not to say that, like, if you're tempted with pornography or sex or alcohol or whatever it may be, that in and of itself is like, oh, that's good that you're being tempted by that. But it's more poignantly, it's about the uh, the blessing of what it can bring about, that this is here for your healing. And that's the biggest thing to remember with all of this, that whatever that temptation may be, that it is in fact a compassionate way in some capacity to see it as a compassionate way for your healing, not as an obstacle. And this is where I I take objection, I suppose you could say, with the rhetoric of the Christian nation saying that, oh, the devil, the enemy is coming to tempt you and all this and the other. I'm like, well, never mind the fact that your actions have been creating these experiences for you to, that have been brought to your awareness. I think when we look at our things that are need for brought to our healing, to our awareness for our healing, as something like the devil and what have you, as Satan and whatnot. And I know that was explained by Jesus and apostles and what have you, but I think in a lot of ways that was for the times, as far as the way they could understand it. Because I think when we really take a look at it, it's not to say that devil's your friend or things like that, but it's recognizing, it's taking responsibility for your actions and saying, I did these things and I am experiencing the experience, this fearful experience, because I am not willing to address it in myself, to say that this is a part of me. The enemy is you just as much as the Christ is. And when you take responsibility for that, then you are in a standpoint to affect change within yourself, because now you can recognize that this is a part of you, and as such, because you have brought it into your awareness and manifested it into your life from your choices that you have made, then by that same logic, you can then start to make choices that will have result in different experiences and healing. Because if you think about it, a temptation is nothing more than a thought, a fearful part of your personality. It's not all of you. You have to recognize that, the separation from the chaffs and the wheat. Those chaffs are not you, just as much as they are not a part of the wheat, but they grow together until that point of harvest. And that point of harvest is that continual process of us thrusting, or as we're not thrusting, but bringing to the altar with Christ, for him to be able to burn up, as we continually pretty much siphon out and break away from those chains that we have burdened ourselves with. But no longer, we don't have to. When you can take this stance by not trying to repress or suppress or run away from your whatever your struggles may be that may be bringing about that temptation, then you can stand above it with that authority of Christ, to say that in the name of Christ, I stand on top of this. I stand with authority and speak with authority towards this. Not in hate, not in anger, recognizing that it is a fearful and weak part of you that is so fearful that it has to basically lash out, and it has to try to manipulate, to change things, to make it so it doesn't feel that pain of powerlessness. And to be able to experience that, and then yet at the same time, be able to express with the loving part of your personality, that of the Christ, then you are able to come at it from a base of healing and reform. And you're taking responsibility back, and you're not trying to blame it you're not trying to put the blame on some external force that is somehow coming to you without your admission, basically. And when you can do that, I think you're going to find yourself in a far better state of mind. I know that for me, this is all the stuff I'm telling you, this is stuff that I've been going through. And I can tell you it actually does have value. It does work. You know, when you decide to not react by basically reacting and doing those things of whatever your fearful personality may be, whether it's shout, weep, be sorrowful, get swept up into a sexual current through things like pornography or gambling or what have you. Being able to respond with the authority of Christ in love and patience, and say, in this moment, I am not going to go forward in this line of thought. I am going to send forth in my thought patience, abstinence, fasting, prayer, and this is going to be my state of mind that I am going to go forward in. And it's amazing when you take that stance, how you're able to really overcome those essences of temptation, welcoming them, as it were, for the healing of your soul. And from it, you are able to then experience the deeper and more amazing and glorious aspects of joy that are here for each and every one of us, that we can all know and have and be. So we'll end it there, friends, and I hope this has helped. I hope this has helped give you a little bit better perspective on the essence of temptation and devils and all that jazz. And I hope this has helped, give you maybe a different perspective. One of more responsibility and accountability, but yet also of empowerment and true, authentic authority that you can have over them with love and joy and peace. All right, friends. I'll see ya.